And thanks for staying with us. Now, parents are being advised to inculcate their children with the habit of reading in order to promote literary education. Already the Ghana Education Service in the Birim North District say they plan to set up more reading clubs in partnership with the non-profit group Intiama Foundation, which will aim to promote the reading culture amongst young peoples within the district. There's more in this report.
Literacy is a key component of Ghana's education curriculum, as almost all education activities and assessment rely heavily on the ability to read and write. However, some rural communities in Ghana have grappled with the challenge of accessing educational materials that will promote the habit of reading and writing. In a bid to reverse this trend, the Intiama Foundation says it is set out to promote partnerships that will help inculcate the culture of reading amongst young pupils. Birim North District Education Director Charles Apia tells Joy News that joining reading clubs will help children to improve their ability to read and write. He is also urging parents to allow the awards to participate in such exercises.
I want to pledge our support towards the realization of the vision of this foundation in forming the reading clubs. We are there as a directorate to support them to realize their vision, and we are going to do this to ensure that it becomes fully established. The clubs. One want to include reading clubs activities in our usual monitoring activities. So officially we are going to include that in our monitoring activities. And then we are going to incorporate reading clubs activities into our timetable. We are going to formalize it and make it part of our timetable. We are going to step up membership drive into the reading clubs, whip up the interest of the community members to send their awards to join the clubs.
Some of the coordinators have been sharing their views with Joy News.
Although we were running the club in our schools, but then coming here, we've been enlightened on so many things, especially the sign languages that goes with the alphabet and the sounds, everything. It's been a lot. We've totally eradicated the phobia in learning English, especially when it comes to reading. It was a norm that when the pupils get to JHS, they find it very difficult to read, so therefore they'll just scrap away English. But now, since we've put in games and other interesting things, the people are getting the interest in English, all thanks to Intiama Foundation. This workshop has opened wider insight to learning more in making the club a stagnant one in our schools.
Help me to know the letter sound and their signs.
This workshop, I have learned more things such as the multiplication, sounds, and how to remove words from mother words.
Project manager Shiva Opong Banahine, while underscoring the importance of literacy, added that the Intiama Foundation will work towards sustaining the literacy project.
What the reading club is doing is bringing kids who are struggling or even doing well to improve their skills. We're not only doing that, we've employed the strategy of gamification. Because I remember when we were young, games were part of learning. We had learning games that talked about general knowledge, like the count your berries. You would ask, give me the names of countries, names of fruit, colors. Whilst you're playing, you were learning. We had multiplication games, spelling games, active listening games. That's what we are employing as part of our reading program, because we think that if the kid is excited about all the learning games, reading becomes more fun. When they come across those words, it's easier to pronounce them when they open a book. And that's the whole essence of what the Reading Club program is.
And our Sky Girls, a multimedia girl empowerment program by Girls for Girls, has stressed its resolve to impact more girls across the country through partnerships in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service. Sky Girls Ghana organized a stakeholder engagement forum where stakeholders actually engaged in discussions towards reaching such programs in Ghana by establishing relationships and partnerships with like-minded organizations to increase efforts which impact the youth, especially teenage girls in Ghana.
Sky Girls, a multimedia empowerment program for girls, has stressed its resolve to impact more girls across the country at a stakeholder engagement forum. Project manager of Sky Girls Ghana, Ya Krantima Boateng, shed light on the essence of partnerships and the need for more interventions for young girls in Ghana.
So Sky is a multimedia empowerment program by girls for girls. We were launched in Ghana in 2017, so we've been in Ghana for the span of 6 years. Sky was initially created for an anti-tobacco campaign due to the high rise of girls developing interest in tobacco with misconceptions. But now we have expanded to incorporate other issue areas like adolescent reproductive health, like STEM, like financial literacy and career choices. We have a behavioral change model that has worked for us, so we use that as a case study to set the tone for more discussions, to foster more collaborations in Ghana for the teenage girls.
Some teenage girls from the Sky Girls Ghana community shared their experiences and the benefits of Sky Girls.
How I started my beadwork, I started when I was 13 in my previous school. So with the beadwork, it wasn't public, but Sky made it public for me through the magazines and their social media platforms, and I got other job offers through Sky because people saw my artwork and then I would want to recommend stuff from me for me to be able to sell to other people who'd want it.
When I joined Sky Girls, I didn't really know what shisha was because I see people smoke shisha and all they tell me is shisha is just a flavor, blah 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 blah. So when I got into Sky Girls, one day we were having a group chat, then our Sky big sister posted in a group that shisha contains this and this and this, it harms the system, it causes damage, it's like the weed and the cigarettes we smoke. So that's when I got to know that shisha wasn't good because I didn't know.
National Science and Maths Quiz Mistress, Professor Elsie Ifa Kaufman, also a Sky woman in STEM, was a recipient of an award for her contribution to the Sky magazine and a role model to the girls in STEM.
I didn't think to say no, but this is me on an advocate of it. And if you're doing anything to support STEM, and to encourage our young ladies to participate, because we're usually underrepresented, especially where I come in Nigeria. It was something I thought that we do. I did not expect to receive any recognition for that because I do that all the time. So at this event and this surprise, I want to say a huge thank you.
A representative from Ghana Education Service, Stephanie Mreko Asante, also spoke about Sky Girls' support in the educational system.
My role as a safeguarding consultant for Sky Ghana provided support to Sky Ghana team in capacity building and ensured that concerns from girls were handled appropriately in line with safeguarding policy best practices. Through the GES partnership with Sky Ghana, we were able to strengthen a sense of community among teenage girls in schools. After 6 years of collaborating with Sky Ghana team, our observations are as follows. A reduction in smoking shisha among teen girls, in school girls and out of school, within the wage area Sky activated. An improvement in girls' abilities to share their challenges and seek for help where necessary.